Hey everyone, welcome to another video on Mad Over Exploring. We are exploring Yosemite.
In this video, we'll show you the best places to hit in a 2-day itinerary at this park, along with the best place to stay and where to eat. So let's go.
So we started driving from SF, drove almost 3 hours to the town of Mariposa. It's a small town lined with a lot of restaurants. The high country health foods has a lot of organic selection of foods. Here's farmer's market wrap, vegan BLT sandwich, some chips and juice.
We just entered the Yosemite National Park. Even this year, they require a day pass to access the national park. The pass is available on recreation.gov and it allows you to access the national park for 3 consecutive days.
We're gonna make the most of our day pass and go hiking on as many trails as possible. We're finally starting our Yosemite exploration at the El Capitan. It's only a 0.3 miles walk, so we're gonna check that out. I'm right beneath the southwest side of El Capitan. I've looked at it in pictures, but oh my, this looks so grand and real. From the base of the El Capitan, we took the trail down to El Capitan Meadow. From here you can get to see the cathedral rocks on the back side and the El Capitan on this side. So cool. And it started to rain. We just braved the thunderstorm to come to the Cathedral Beach area. From here you can view the cathedral rocks as well as the El Capitan once again. Looks like this beach is a perfect spot to soak in the waters just in case it gets very hot. This day is not going as planned at all. We weren't expecting such a heavy pour. We wanted to do at least one big hike, but because of the rains, we are not gonna do that. We also wanted to go to the Glacier Point to check out the sunset, but it's so cloudy that there's no point going up there. We'll see. The Yosemite Valley is known to be very easily walkable, but sometimes that might just be a necessity. You'll have to park at one spot and just walk around wherever you want to because there's no parking available at all the spots. The rains just stopped, so we had to come down to the beach finally.
I'm so glad that the thunderstorms cleared up and we came here. Look at that happy kid. Our next stop on the South Side Drive is the Swinging Bridge. From here, we can get an awesome view of the Yosemite Falls. The falls right now aren't that heavy because it's almost summertime, but the best time to see these falls are during spring because the snow accumulated on mountains melts off and the waterfalls looks amazing.
We're now at the Yosemite Falls viewing area. This just gives you a closer view of the lower Yosemite Falls right there and the upper Yosemite Falls. There's an interesting board here that shows how the Yosemite Falls look in autumn, winter, spring and summer. As you can see, there's hardly any flow in summer, but spring is looking really nice. There's a heavy flow. In winter, it's all snow. Before we run out of daylight, we've finally come to the lower Yosemite Falls trail. It's only a 1-mile trail that loops around. If you want to go all the way up to the upper Yosemite Falls, it's a much longer and strenuous hike. But we're just going to loop around, take some pictures, look at the lower Yosemite Falls from up close. You can view the lower Yosemite Falls, but you can cross the bridge and choose to scramble over a lot of rocks to get even closer to it. That's what we are doing. I am so glad I came all the way up here. You can see there's like a pool created here of this natural spring water. Never say no to a swim like this. That was a once in a lifetime experience. Amazing. I never imagined myself to be swimming in the waters of Yosemite. Simply amazing. After the rain started, I was very skeptical about how our day was gonna go, but it went even better than I had planned. Getting to swim in those waters was mind-blowing. That's gonna be the last spot for us for the day. Let's grab some dinner.
Yep.
We were just gonna get out of here and suddenly we heard this rumbling noise. Looks like it's all the rain that accumulated at the top. Look at that flow. It's all the way down at the lower Yosemite Falls now. So surreal. Oh my god. I think this is way more serious than I imagined. I was just right there. And look at it right now. We scrambled all the way through those rocks to the base of the waterfalls. Oh my god. If only we would have stayed a bit longer then.
We were just there.
I know. Never say no to hot food in a national park. After that crazy long day, I'm finally getting some dinner at the Basecamp Eatery. It has a wide selection of food items, some international and some burgers and pizza. We just got a black bean burger and a spicy chicken sandwich. Hey folks, good morning from Yosemite. This is our day 2 in the national park. We really needed a good night's sleep, so we decided to reserve our stay at the Yosemite Enchanted forest. It is located conveniently in Yosemite West, which is hardly 30 minutes from the Glacier Point and 20 minutes from the Yosemite Valley. It costed us about $250. Do you want to show them around?
Yep. Let's start a mini tour of the condo at this balcony where we were seated having our coffee and enjoying the forest right in front of us. As you can see, this is a studio-sized apartment where you have the bed, 2 sofas and a fully functioning kitchen with all the necessary spices, utensils that you may need for cooking. On my right, there's also some entertainment and some games. There's a fireplace as well, which I'm sure will come handy during winter. You have this room on the right, which has some storage space. Our check-in process was very seamless because we received the security code well in advance that we just had to put on the keypad at the door of our room. Overall, it's a great place to stay and we highly recommend it. If you would like to book a room here, you will find many of its listing on Airbnb and many third-party websites. To get the best deal, you should go directly on the website of Yosemite Enchanted Forest.
We started our day 2 with a drive to the Glacier Point. We stopped in between at the Sentinel Point trailhead. From here there are 2 trails. One is to the Taft Point to the left and one is to the Sentinel Dome to the right. We'll be seeing a similar view from the Glacier Point eventually that we get from Sentinel Dome. So that's why we've chosen to do Taft Point.
Look at that.
We're finally getting closer to the Taft Point. Most of this trail is going downhill, but as soon as you get closer to the Taft Point, you'll start seeing views and they look really awesome.
Almost made it. Such an amazing view. You get a panoramic view of both the Yosemite Falls and the El Capitan.
There can't be a better front seat than this to enjoy nature like this. That's the Cathedral rocks right there, El Capitan right there, Cathedral Beach down there, and the lower and upper Yosemite Falls. Such a brilliant view. We went down pretty easily, but are now feeling the steepness while going back to the parking lot. So carry enough water and take breaks. There's no shade closer to the Taft Point, but there's ample shade when you're going back through the trees. And we're finally back.
On our way to the Glacier Point, we took a quick stop at the Washburn Point. Here you can get this amazing view of the Half Dome and both the Nevada and Vernal Falls. As we got here, we even spotted a forest fire. There were some officials over here and we asked them what it was caused by. They said it was due to yesterday's lightning.
We've arrived at the Glacier Point. This area looks like a small park in itself. There's a geology exhibit, there's a gift store, but we are headed directly to the Glacier Point itself. That was the Glacier Point. There were a lot of people out there, but the views were incredible. You could see the Half Dome, the Vernal Falls, Nevada Falls. Simply amazing. If you have enough time, also stop at the geology exhibit. There is a scope that lets you zoom into the Half Dome and both the Vernal Falls and the Nevada Falls. And it's so crystal clear to look at them from this distance. This is another family-friendly spot if you don't want to walk all the way up to the Glacier Point. It's called the Amphitheater and gives views of the dome and the falls. After spending our first half of the day at Glacier Point, we are now headed to the Yosemite Valley again. As soon as you get out of the tunnel, you can get a splendid view of the Yosemite National Park. We're now in the Yosemite Village area. We just finished lunch again at the Basecamp Eatery at the Yosemite Lodge. Then we drove here, just got our stamps. The walk from the parking lot all the way to the visitor center is almost 10 minutes. There's also a village store and a couple of other food options. There's not much to do here in terms of hikes or nature exploration. We are now on our way to the Vernal Falls trailhead. It is the same trail that goes all the way up to the Nevada Falls and even Half Dome. We are not up for that adventure. In fact, you need a permit to climb all the way up to the Half Dome. Someday maybe. And in spite of the passes for day use, there are still so many people, there's so many cars, and we didn't even get parking very close to the trailhead. So we are taking a half-mile walk, leaving our car behind all the way to the trailhead. Let's see how the hike goes. So the first stop on the mist trail is the Vernal Falls Footbridge. I think that's all we're going to do today because this one's really steep, and after a full day of hiking and a heavy lunch, I think we'll just cut it short. Also, the rangers and a few people going back down told us that there's a thunderstorm warning, so it'll just be like yesterday. So it's better to be safe than sorry. After that treacherous climb, we finally made it to the Vernal Falls Footbridge. Not the Vernal Falls itself. Well, you can get a view of the Vernal Falls though. You just won't be at the top of it. And this is how it looks. I have not had enough for today, so I'm gonna go further up to the top of the Vernal Falls.
And I'm gonna go back to the parking lot.
The mist trail is probably the most popular trail in Yosemite National Park. I'm finally starting to feel the mist that I was talking about. Just coming all the way up here has been a crazy experience with all this mist all over me right now. It's just surreal, completely unimaginable. I wish I can go all the way up. I do want to, but it's 5:30 and there's a thunderstorm warning. So I think I'm gonna pass this one and come back some other time for Half Dome directly. Just got down from the mist trail, taking a 2 minutes break, enjoying the view of the Half Dome, probably for the last time since we are heading to Lake Tahoe from here.
Take the next right onto California 120 Tioga Road.
We've now departed the Yosemite National Park and are on our way to Lake Tahoe. But before ending this video, we'll just be taking you on a drive through the Tioga Pass and stopping at all the wonderful spots from where you can view some more scenic views, such as this one. Look at the Half Dome right there. So how's the drive going, Chaitra?
It's pretty good, pretty nice.
Our last stop for the day and this video is at the Olmsted Point at Tioga Pass. From here you can get a completely different view of the half dome. It's the backside that you get to see from here. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it looks all the more beautiful during sunset. And with that, we've come to an end to one of the most memorable national park trips. Hope you liked this video and find something helpful to plan your next trip to Yosemite. Comment down below and let us know what was your favorite attraction in this national park.
Like this video and share it with your friends to start planning your trip. We are next headed to Lake Tahoe, so watch out for that video coming soon.
If you're new here, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
I think I almost had a tear in my eyes as soon as I entered Yosemite and looked at the half dome. I've been waiting to come here for over 5 years now, ever since I've been in the US. Finally made it.
Such a great advantage to have long legs.
Just look at that. It's crazy. I am literally running to get a view of those falls up close. Pretty good. Not out of the world, but a decent option. How about yours? Nice.
Oh, there's a baby bear over there. Maybe stop it.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Louder.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
And with that, we have come to the end of one of our most memorable